It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Noel. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my incredibly burnt face only because the Florida sun is killing me. Anyways, with that being said, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so we've been watching The Real Housewives of New York season 13 together, and last night's episode was insane. So I'm actually going to be doing a live tomorrow about last night's episode. But in the meantime, we can do a quick, let's say 2-minute, 120-second recap. Okay, so if you guys didn't see, Heather Thompson ended up making her appearance. And was that great? Not really, because it was kind of uncomfortable just knowing the fact that the women were waiting to ambush her. Then, of course, we have Sonja. Sonja's drunk rant is where we started this episode off. And finally, Ramona had had enough. LUANN went outside with Ramona too, and she started crying. Leah looks like she's so confused. And Ebony is like, what the hell did I just get myself into? Finally, we meet Garth, and Sonja didn't want to meet Garth because she thinks that Garth is taking all of LUANN's time, which is kind of awkward because if you watch them in the van, they're going after each other's throats. But really, like Ebony said, 30 seconds later, they're hugging each other and it's like it never happened. I don't quite understand, but not more than I don't understand from this episode, the fact that Leah was probably the most boisterous kind of volcano waiting to erupt. And when I say that, it's because she went after Heather Thompson. She was looking like she was about to go in on Lou. She got pissed off at Ramona, calling her the B word in her own house. I mean, at this point, Leah doesn't need a drink to carry the storyline unless you guys feel like this could be potentially fake. With that, I feel like I touched on it all except for the fact that Leah turned herself into a mime and Ebony K. Williams spoke on her behalf during this because Leah's going through a tough time and she feels like with her grandma passing, maybe keeping her mouth shut at this time, she might not say something that she can't take back. Whew. If you guys didn't watch the episode, that's pretty much it in a nutshell, but we're still going to cover it live tomorrow. With that, I'm back to talk about Ramona Singer because she's been speaking out to the press again, and she was on People's Reality Check. When she was talking to host Darren Karp on People's Reality Check, she ended up letting us know which housewives, after playing Housewives Superlatives, she let us know which housewife she feels like is the least loyal. And I was surprised to see this because she points out Sonja. Didn't we just go through a whole episode where we watched Heather Thompson get attacked for the simple fact that she ended up going on a podcast about all of these women? It blows my mind. And then you're going to go on People's Reality Check and not only blast Sonja for being disloyal and dishonest, she also blasted Leah too. Ramona said, Sonja likes to make up stories behind my back. So is she the most loyal? I don't think so. She did admit that she and Sonja, that they both have a great bond, but she said that we're going to see some really hurtful things coming up. She said that she's not going to tell us when or where in the season, but we will see them. And she says, actually, you know what? I actually really wish she weren't. I can imagine her saying that with her Ramona voice right now. Wait. There's more. Ramona named Sonja for being the most likely to be drunk and belligerent, but when it came to Leah, she said that she was most likely to hold a grudge. I think that's fair, but I think that they both play into it. Didn't we just watch this on last night's episode too? They both hold the grudge. They both go in and do things that they know is going to piss off the other one. I think we can all agree to that. If you guys think Leah's at fault, go ahead and comment below. I'm so curious. But if you think that it's both parties, also comment that below. That's where I stand in this moment. Hold on. Wait, though. There's more. Ramona said Leah owns who she and what she is. And when she gets upset, she's the one who's most likely to go off the handle and hold a grudge. She also added that Leah is not going to say sorry, even though she knows that she's sorry, she won't say sorry. That wasn't the only thing that she said about Leah, though. She also said Leah is most likely the one who would start drama just for the cameras. That also sounds like Ramona a little bit to me, but I'm really liking these superlatives. Of course, though, she did have to chime in on our newest cast member, and she said that technically Ebony is the one who is the most fun and spends most of the money. She said that Ebony likes to spend her money on expensive clothes while Ramona likes to bank half of her money. Now, guys, with that being said, and Ramona throwing a little bit of shade, and I'm sure Sonja Morgan is not going to take being called dishonest and disloyal and a belligerent drunk very well, even though we just watched this in this episode and it was pretty hard to watch. I don't think she's going to take it well, but with that and moving forward, you can tell how hard it is to even carry this season 13, because there's only 5 women. And even Leah McSweeney came out and said in an interview that it's so hard because all of the women are filming extra because there's only 5 and there should be 7. They should have at least brought Dorinda back, and Dorinda would have had, you know, some more drama that she would have added to the pot, I'm sure, especially when it came to Heather Thompson and Leah McSweeney getting Dorinda all amped up. I'm sure it would have all went down at the Bluestone Manor, but it seems like at this point something's just missing, and maybe that's just my opinion. I also want to point out the fact that the ratings have been lower than they ever were last season, and I think, again, this is probably why. But at this point, I want to know, which storyline are you looking forward to the most, and what coming up are you looking forward to the most? So I'm going to start off by episode. Next week, we're going to see the rest of this Heather-Leah showdown and what actually plays out. This is going to be intense because if you remember, Leah McSweeney did point out the fact that if cameras were not around, it would have been a totally different situation with Heather Thompson. And Heather Thompson left on a whim. She left and she said that she was physically assaulted. So if she's assaulted and this happened, I'm guessing it would be on camera. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. So if she was in fact assaulted, then we would have seen it on camera if cameras were in fact around. This is a lot. I actually don't know what's going on at this point, but I don't know why we're not getting teased more information about this. Anyways, we know what's coming up and we know what we have as far as Housewives. Bravo kind of did it again when it came to lackluster casting, in my opinion, only because I'm thinking about Real Housewives of Orange County, and the best thing to happen to the Real Housewives of Dallas was Tiffany Moon. Now with this season of the Real Housewives of New York, I think Ebony K. Williams is great, and we have yet to see Brashawn Shaw. However, I just feel like the 5 women and cutting out Dorinda, one of our really great anchors, was a bad move. And I think that Heather was probably going to be the 6th at some point, but then once all of this drama went down in the Hamptons, there was no way in hell that they were bringing her on, and there was probably no chance that she wanted to come on. Whew. There's a lot to think about. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And not to mention, we're dropping another video today, and we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. That it just never stops in the Bravo world. It really never does. And we're going live today with Andrew from 90 Days Fiancé. So if you're around at 11:30 a.m. EST, go ahead and join us live. And if you're not, just catch the recap later. We'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.